Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, unless you're under 18, in which case, fuck off. Just a little update video, really. I've been playing around with the Delta8 over the sort of past month or so, I think it's been now, or a couple of weeks. I think it's been a couple of weeks. And yeah, I've learned some lessons, obviously filling my own cartridges. These are the Amazon cartridges that I originally said were crap, and yeah, I've been playing around and learning basically. So I do actually really like Delta8, and I still really like HHC. I've got some coming. There's my battery, see Selfino, so that'll charge up my little battery. That's my last HHC cartridge. I've only got a little bit left. So I'm gonna cut the puffs before bed just because I like the HHC. It gives me a nice little. It kind of gives me more of a sativa high, but it's more of that kind of sativa high look, sort of more of a hybrid. So I get a nice relaxation. I sleep well. But if I'm out and about in the day, I feel good. Whereas the Delta8, I've noticed I feel like a lot more relaxed, a lot more of a whole body high. It's just a lot more relaxing. And particularly from last night and this morning, actually, I've noticed that what I did was I kept a load of cartridges from HHC, and I kept the old ones. And I thought what I'll do is when I get my Delta8, I'll refill these and then I'll throw them away. I thought 2 times around they should be okay. But I think what I've discovered is that I've refilled a few of them, and they're good at first, but once you've started to use sort of about that much, sort of, you know, after maybe a day or you've used probably about, once you've used about half as much as that, I guess, you've had a few, you're all good, you're thinking, oh, it starts to taste a bit burnt. And then it's, yeah, it just doesn't seem to have been not as good, nowhere near as good as when I filled a brand new cart straight away. When I did it originally, I messed it up. Now I've learned that when you're filling the cartridges, you have to heat this cartridge up too. So now what I've been, and it's actually really quite easy. I've got some glass syringes coming. I've still got some bits coming. I actually got paid yesterday, so I've ordered all that stuff. Syringes, I've got syringes, I've got ends. I can't think of the needles. I can't think of the correct words right now. I've basically ordered all the bits so I can heat up the glass syringe. I can heat up my little glass dish just gradually. I've got a little heat pad over there that I can do it on. Just heats it gradually. And then this, before I was just warming it up on here, just gently, and then filling it. And then what I've noticed now is that with this being warm, when you fill it, it just feels like it goes from the bottom, and it literally just runs down, and then it literally just fills beautifully. Obviously with no air bubbles or anything. And then I don't get a couple of little ones, but not all the other air bubbles I was getting before. And that's not completely full because I left a bit of a gap on that one, but I had a bit on my fingers and that, so I don't mind a tiny gap. But yeah, I've still got a nice little bit of distillate left. That's lasted me 2 weeks so far. And obviously I've been misusing it really. I've been wasting it because I've stayed away this week in a hotel, and every night I've just been sitting there hitting it, burnt taste. And I've been trying to use this vape because it works really well on like the lower temperatures, and you don't have the magnet, it screws directly to the bottom. The cartridge has got a better connection, I feel. Can't get me fingers together on it, like. So that has been good, but he still tasted burnt, and I was like, oh, if you've got a burnt coil, it's just not going to be as efficient, is it? Nowhere near. So when I got home last night, I got the brand new cartridges I got out from Amazon, and I had to go refilling it, and I did it carefully, and I heated it to the correct temperature so I didn't lose any of the goodness. I just heated it gently, just so I could get it to flow. I heated this gently, put it in, flowed, filled, beautiful. Well, actually, I lied, that's the one I made this morning. The one in here is the one that I made last night. So that's 2, and I think I can make another 2 or 3 out of what I've got left there. But I'm not going to bother reusing these once that's empty. It's getting in the bin. Sorry guys, the rest of you are also going in the bin. Because obviously it's thick oil, isn't it? So one use is only going to be good, really. You know, the journey started. THCPE liquid, absolute rubbish. THCP hash from Moonbar Guy. That was alright, actually. I was able to use that. I was able to sleep quite well. And I had the THCP 3ml pen from Moonbar Guy, the disposable. And I realised with that, I was like, I just don't really like THCP. I much prefer the HHC. And once I started buying these cartridges from Empire Gardens and a couple of them I had off from Moonbar Guy, I was like, yeah, that's the one. HHC is the one for me. Then I realised I can get some bits from a buddy in America. And I've now got Delta8, which I've been playing with for the past couple of weeks because I've been wanting to try that because I've heard a lot of good things about it. And then I saw the prices of the Delta8 and I was like, right, okay, so I can get 10ml of Delta8 with shipping to my house. I think it works out $24 and $22. It's $46 or whatever it works out. It basically cost me about 35 English pounds. And then I buy 10 of these little cartridges, which I've ordered online, £1.50 each. Because I wanted the ones with the ceramic coil. I want half decent ones so I get good flavour and good quality. And yeah, the ones with the ceramic coil, £1.50 each, so that's £15. So if you add 15 and 35 together, we get 50. So that means that these are costing me £5 each to make, these cartridges. Obviously, if the shipping's $22 and the Delta8's $24, if I order more, so I order 20ml, which is going to cost me $48. Add my $22 shipping, which is then $68.71, which is approximately, I don't know, still only about 60 quid, 58, 60 quid, I think. Maybe just over 65-ish. And then you've got 20ml, and obviously I know you've got to spend a bit more on cartridges, but then you've made 20 of them, and they get cheaper, if you see what I mean. The HHC isn't that much more expensive. $29 for 10ml, I'm getting it. So yeah, if I just, HHC obviously lasts as well, you can put it away. And it's supposed to last a long time, whereas I think Delta8 and other stuff will deteriorate. So in a year's time, if I had one of these cartridges, it might not be nowhere near as it is how good it is today, possibly. It probably would deteriorate like flour and stuff does, I guess. But yeah, HHC is supposed to last like, you know, sort of years, I think. So what I'm doing is ordering HHC each month and I'm just stashing it away while I can get it, and then it's saving me a lot of money. But I like the Delta8 too. I'm really liking it, so I'm going to get both. And what I'm going to do is make some Delta8 and HHC carts. Try mixing up the ratios, like, you know, 70-30, 50-50, and just play around and see what I like. But yeah, I like the Delta8 in the day. It's nice, relaxing and chilled. It's not too heady. And then in the evening, go on to the HHC, and that's when I actually feel a bit more closer to the traditional. Whereas this is kind of a bit more like hash-ish sort of body, nice and relaxing. But yeah, both are good and both complement each other. But I don't really like the THCP. And yeah, and CBD doesn't really do it for me. And traditional THC Delta9 is not really for me anymore. Now I've had HHC and Delta8, I really like them. My age and the amount of years that I've been doing it, they're perfect for me now. I can hit this indoors, no smells. Doesn't annoy the missus. Nice gelato this is, really tasty as well. And yeah, I don't have to go and meet anyone. I get it delivered through my door, and I make the carts, and I'm good for months. Just gets posted through my fucking letterbox out there. It's beautiful. And I make the cartridges, stick them away, and I've got my little pens, and yeah. Remember the days where I used to have to ring, text people, go and meet them, and you feel like a right little criminal when you're just getting a bag of fucking hash or weed. You get home and then it stinks, and you've got to sneak it in upstairs. When I used to live at home with my mum for a bit, you know, you're trying to roll it in your room and you stink your room out. Then you're getting out of a doobie and you're trying to smoke it in the garden, and people are in the garden next door having a barbecue, and like, can you smell that? You know, it's just like, oh man. So the fact that you can order these now, and I can just, this in my pocket, it doesn't smell. And I can just buy these little batteries, and they're not expensive, mate. Dry herb vapes, I'll spend like up to like 250 quid on some of those. You know, 100, 150, 200 quid. It's not rare to pay for a dry herb vape. This battery, a decent one, with a little wallet, you know, removable, it charges it, because this is obviously a dock and this is your little battery. You can obviously hit it like this too. I think they're 45 quid. It's got preheat on it. You can change the temperatures between 1 and 8. That's your battery level of this. That's your battery level of the dock. And it's got a little LED on it. The wallet comes all the way off. So yeah, I'm loving Delta8 and HHC, and yeah, that's my update really. The cartridges, now I'm filling brand new carts. It's definitely worth it. Don't refill ones that have been used, because straight away after a few puffs it starts burning out, you know, and then you've just wasted it. Whereas now the effects of Delta8 are a lot more prevalent for me. Like, I'm enjoying it a lot more. I'm feeling it a lot more. So like now this morning I've been hitting this and I'm like, oh, I feel just nice and really relaxed and chilled, but not too like if I'd had Delta9 I'd be like, mate, we'll only go out and be a bit paranoid or whatever. But I feel absolutely fine. I feel good. I'll go out for a walk in a minute and enjoy a bit of the sunshine. But yeah, enjoy your weekend everyone. And yeah, happy vaping. But yeah, Delta8, I'm quite liking it. Filling my own cartridges. Now I've got a bit of the technique down. Brand new cartridges. Yeah, really nice. Next I'll do some review on the HHC when I receive it. And I'll make some Delta8 and HHC combined together. And yeah, and I've also got some more of these coming, like different types, over the next couple of months, so to do reviews on. So yeah, enjoy your weekend everyone, and much love as always.